besties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This video I thought it'd be fun to do. Bestie Jane picked out 2 books for me to read. Fun fact about Bestie Jane, she is not a book girly. She wants to be, but she's a busy girl. She got 2 little girls to take care of. So what she picked out for me is Pen Pal by J.T Geissinger. A lot of girls on TikTok recommended this one to me, and if you don't follow me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok. My TikTok's in the description below. But a lot of other book girlies recommended this, which I was really thoroughly happy that she picked this. Thoroughly enjoyed. Words are hard. Now with a brand new bonus chapter. And I literally have 0 clue what this is about. So this should be fun. And then we have A False Start by Elsie Silver. I'm hoping this is like a standalone series. I'm not sure if this is the first one in the series. Let's see. No, this is the last one in the series. That's fine. That's okay. Most of hers are standalone series, so I think we should be good with this. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start Pen Pal just because I ended on a thriller today from my last reading vlog. And if you haven't watched that, I'll wait. Come back when you finished it. Did you finish it? Good job. So that's what I was saying. I think I'm gonna start this just because, as you saw in my last reading vlog, I finished off on a thriller. Both my besties recommended thrillers. That's gonna bug me. Look at it. Do you see the print? Weird. It's only on that page. Jay, who knows how to find me in the dark. Oh, that's so cute. Fun fact, my daughter's middle name is Jay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this right now. And it's 11 o'clock. Is it 11 o'clock? It is 11:41. It's okay. YOLO. We only live once, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Let's go, besties. I'm gonna squat down. Maybe I'll just back up. I'll just back up. Okay, so today's now Saturday, and lucky for me, Pen Pal was on Kindle Unlimited, so I got to pick it up on the Kindle as well. So let's see where I got to last night. I just got done cleaning the little ones down for a nap, so I'm gonna make myself some lunch and then start reading again, but I just want to give you an update. We are 17% in on chapter. Oh, I keep messing up on my Kindle. I'm on chapter 10. She has like a handyman that's helping her with her roof, and she ran into him at the bar and he was being a bit forward, and she's like, boy, bye. Boy, bye. That's an Ariana Grande song, I'm pretty sure. What is up with me singing Ariana Grande on the camera? I'm not much of an Ariana Grande like listener, but just sometimes I think it's like the older Ariana Grande that I'm like thinking of. But that's the point. I feel like he is low-key the pen pal. Just because I keep looking, like the way she's describing him, I keep looking at the cover of the book because it has a picture of a man with tattoos, and and she's describing a man with tattoos as the handyman. So I was like, but she's getting letters from prison. So maybe he wrote these letters prior to prison, or maybe, how would he get them? Because she's sending letters back. It can't be the handyman. Because she's sending him letters to the prison. So unless he works there, unless he works at the prison, that's a possibility. But this dude's a handyman and works for a whole ass roofing company. Thinking. I guess it's not him. I thought for sure it was him and he was just being like a double agent. Like, because she's getting these letters in her house, not necessarily in the mail, they're in her house. So I was like, okay, he's working on her house, he's just putting it on her counter, which is not paying attention. But it can't be, because she's sending letters to the prison, and there's no way he'd check her. I mean, this is a book, so he could be checking her mail before it gets like sent off by the mail carrier, and he's like interfering. Maybe that's definitely a possibility. I'm just spitballing here. It's very intriguing. Like, we're 17% in and he's already like, you want to come back to my place? And she's like, what? You just met me, dude, and you're working on my house. So we'll see. And her husband just died. I read you the first line of the book and I was like, whoa. Okay. And I saw Bestie Jane today and I told her, I was like, dude, the first fucking sentence of this book, I was like, hello? And I was like, I didn't even read the back. And she's like, yeah, I saw the back had something about her husband dying. I was like, okay, cool. But not mad at it. It's very fast paced. I love how fast the chapters are. They're like 8 to 10 minutes long, really easy to read. I definitely have a feeling by just the cover it's going to be a very spicy romance. I'm not sure if it's dark romance, but once I get more into it, I'll be able to tell you if it's a dark romance. It probably is. This guy's in prison. There's no way that this is going to be a fluffy romance. So, yeah. I'm going to make a sandwich and then I'm going to start reading and I'll update you when I have stuff to update. Alright. Bye. I wanted to share with you guys a little quote. We are on chapter 17. Let's see. Oh. We are at page, we'll go to this page, 126, but she just said, which is so relatable. Sorry, husband, if you're watching this, but it's relatable. Dealing with men is like dealing with hostile alien species. Period. Oh, there's more. I just read that and was like, oh my god, I need to turn on my camera and tell the besties. So we're gonna keep reading. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Dealing with men is like dealing with hostile alien species who crash land on a planet and decide our language and customs are too silly to be bothered with. And henceforth, we should be treated with mild disdain and or as subject of occasional sexual release before being ignored as inferior beings again. Period. Period, Kaylee. Period. It's Kaylee, right? Yeah, Kaylee. She's onto something. She's onto something. We're not seeing much back and forth with her and the guy in prison anymore. I think the last letter I got was a couple chapters ago from him, but she just wrote him back. Which she said she was thinking about sending it in like the physical letter she wrote, because like when she writes letters, let me show you, it's like italicized. And so it said, like, if you get this, that means my curiosity got the best of me. And so I'm assuming if we're reading it, she did send it. And so I'm curious if we're going to get a letter back. I might just... Am I skimming to see if we get another letter? Yeah. Yeah, there's another letter. I was gonna be really disappointed if we weren't gonna get it. Like that was it. Like just like 2 or 3 letters back and forth. Pen pal with 2 letters back and forth. I was gonna be so upset. So yeah, we're 128 pages in. It looks like we're like a third of the way in. Not mad about it. It did get already like super spicy on page 75. So this is already, yeah, this is definitely a dark romance. He calls her a little rabbit. Yeah. We're just gonna leave that there. I'm gonna act like I did not read that, because that's very cringe for me. I don't want anyone calling me little rabbit. Run, little rabbit. Run. I'm like, don't you mean hop? Shouldn't I be hopping if you're calling me a little rabbit? You know, like if we're making it realistic. No. No. Can I just, no. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking before I say some really off-hinge stuff. Okay, let's get back into it. Okay, besties, it is 10:07. It is 10:07. I'm officially 56% of the way in. Here's my thoughts and my feelings so far. The adult time in this book, which is a lot. Like, we've already had 3 adult times, and this is, we're 56% in. Of course, my dog decides to drink his water now. It's very cringe for me. I mean, if you like it, girl, pop off. Good for you. I love that for you. I love that for you so much. But the plot of this book has me shook. I'm quaking. It's very creepy. It's starting to get creepy, and I'm loving it. I think this is what I needed. So far, rating-wise, where I'm at right now, it's probably a 4-star. I'm getting knocked down a star because like I said, the adult time for me is a bit cringe. I'm just like, what? Because there's hints of, like, right out the gate. Let me see. Let me read the back. Yeah, the first letter arrived the day my husband was buried. Okay, so it's known in the back, and it's known in the first chapter that her husband dies. But there's like something we don't know about that. Like, there's something deeper in each chapter when she's not with Aiden. Aiden is the main character. Main character. Oh my god, if you can't tell, I'm tired. That's his name, is Aiden. When she's not with him and she goes back to her house, like, it's just, she's in her thoughts and her feelings, just like most people. And she gives like you little clues about her previous marriage. And I'm like, what is happening? And then like weird stuff is happening at her house. Like, what's the word? Paranormal stuff. And then all of a sudden her maid comes in just right now. So if you haven't read this book and don't want any spoilers, please fast forward. Oh wait. But if you want to stay for some spoilers, feel free to stay. Her maid just came and was like, are you having these problems with your house? Are the lights flickering? Are the light bulbs like shattering? Have you seen things that don't appear on your security camera? And first of all, her maid comes in and she got a security system put in, and I'm gonna move that because it's probably focusing on that, the camera. Anyways, her name's Fiona. She comes in, Kayla wakes up to her alarm blaring, her house alarm blaring. She's like disoriented, like what the hell's going on? And she sees it's Fiona, but Fiona disengaged the security alarm and she doesn't recall giving her the passcode. And she's like, how do you know it? And she's like, you don't remember? Like, I feel like Fiona's purposely making her think that Kayla is just so grieving so hard that she's like losing her memory, but I don't think she is. I truly don't think she is. Fiona seems sus. I guess she's like 60, but she's sus to me. She's sus because why is she like saying all these paranormal things that are happening to the T of what's happening to Kayla? And then you know her security alarm code when she just put it in like 3 days ago. Like, she hasn't seen you since last week. She comes like once a week. Like, personally, I don't think that's high on Fiona's list to give her maid the passcode when she's been, you know, having a good old time, having adult time with Aiden. You know, especially because her relationship with Aiden is so new. That would be me. I wouldn't think to give my maid my passcode when I'm like have a new exciting fling happening. And it like when I'm with him, like all my attention's on him. So I think it's sus that she knew the code, and then all of a sudden all this paranormal stuff, she's like, okay, we need to do a seance. And Kayla's like, what? I think, I don't even know what I think. It's just now it's starting to get a little creepy and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I can't wait to see what happens. And I love how small, like not small, how quick the chapters are. I think because the writing just flows so nicely that I'm just, it reads so easily that I'm just like devouring this book. So, Bestie Jane, if you're watching this, thumbs up, besties. So far so good. I've been texting her updates on it just in case she gets a wild hair and wants to pick it up, or I could just give her this book when I'm done. I know she's a busy woman. So also understand if she doesn't have time for it. Okay, so I found the quote that I wanted to share with you guys. As if I'm a book he's read 1,000 times and highlighted all of his favorite passages, as if he already knows how this is going to end. And I was just like, that is so beautiful. I don't know what it was. It was just like, that quote was just thrown in there at the perfect timing. So yeah, that's all I have so far. I am going to feed my sourdough starter and then probably gonna eat some strawberries for a little sweet treat. Boot up my Kindle, find the page where I'm at in this. Let me see how long the next chapter is. I might just stay out here and read one more chapter. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take a shower and lay in bed and read. So I might finish this tomorrow, depending on how much I get done tonight. But we're about halfway through. That's so exciting. So I'll take you guys along with me to feed my sourdough and eat some strawberries. So come join besties. Get yourself a late night snack too. Something sweet. Let's go. I wanted to share with you, this is so cringy. These nicknames are so cringy. She just said, "My beautiful lion, you're so wonderful. You're exactly what I need." Yeah, I just said she called him her lion. And he calls her bunny rabbit, little bunny, all the things involving bunnies and rabbits. But the plot is so good. The plot is plotting, but these nicknames are it. Oh, hell no. Okay, a little update. I may or may not have watched Larry Reed's. I'll add her page on here. I love her content. But she did a non-spoiler reading vlog of this. And I guess the ending is gonna be something I don't expect. So now I'm interested. I am almost done. I'm probably, let's put it into Goodreads at the page I'm at. I'm at 275. And let's see the percentage I'm at. Also, if you want real life updates and ratings on what I'm reading, you can follow me on Goodreads. It's just Hannah Dibley. Nothing crazy. Let's see. I'm 85% done. So I'm probably gonna finish this today. But I'm scared because her reaction, which I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks the pet names, the nicknames they have for each other is cringy. I posted a TikTok and shorts about it, and a lot of other book besties are like, no, but same. Cringe. We're about to do a science. Besties, what the actual, like, fuck did I just read right now? I'm not done. I'm not done. If you read this, message me because I want to have a little talk. All the, I'm gonna try and cover her up. All the adult time interaction is cringy AF. But how this author just got me right now? Oh my god. Like, we're sitting at 4 stars. I'm knocking it down 1 star for the cringy adult time scene. That just wasn't my taste. I can see it being other people's taste, is kind of like trying to be like 50 Shades a little bit. But the creepy undertone, the paranormal like undertone in this book, and what I just like literally read, I'm just like, it all makes sense. Like, it all makes sense now. Like, her coming to this revelation is like with the reader along. Like, I did not catch on to that at all. Am I the only one who didn't catch on to that, or is it just me? Because now I know why so many people like this book. You can just like forget all the cringy adult time in this and just like get the overall awe, the shock factor to it. So good. So I'm gonna finish this up. I just need that last scene because now we're going to like part 2, which is part 2 is this much left is a part 2. But yeah, my camera's about to die. So I'm gonna finish reading that. But good job, Jane. Good job, Jane. This book is so good. I'm like, I'm back. You can't tell. I shed a few tears. Overall, if you can get past the spice and just enjoy like the plot of the book, 4 stars. 4 stars. It would be 5 stars if the adult time wasn't so cringe, because she genuinely surprised me at the end. But then it all made sense. She did a good job at making it. I don't even know if it's a she. The author. We're gonna say JT. JT did a really good job at, once the FMC like pieced it all together of what was happening, it all made sense. So it wasn't like unrealistic. It was very realistic. So 4 stars. And I'm gonna go ahead and start the Elsie silver one. I forget what it's called, but we're gonna go ahead and start that one now. Good job. Good job. Okay, let's start the other one. Hopefully that one's not as heavy. It wasn't really heavy, but I did cry. So there's that. Okay, besties, I think I told you, I'm pretty sure. Don't call me on it. But I started the second book that Jane picked up for me. It is The False Start, which this is a standalone interconnected series. So I don't have to read the other ones before this one, which I would have liked to do it that way, but we're doing this challenge, whatever it may be. Bestie Jane picks up my books. She did really good on the first one, so we'll see how this one goes. I'm only on page 53, and I believe this is Elsie Silver's first like interconnected standalone series she wrote and published, because the writing's a little choppy for me to read it. It's a bit choppy. Normally I can just like fly through her books, and these ones it's a bit choppy. So nothing to really update on that. It is a best friend's little sister trope, and I really liked, what's her name? I think her name is Ray. No, I'm thinking of another book because I'm reading another book at night. Nadia. Her name's Nadia. I do like her because she's doesn't care that he was like a famous football player. She's just like, okay, and because she's from Romania, I want to say. So like football over there is soccer over here, and so she just like never cared. It was always her best friend's brother, and her brother came over from Romania as well, and that's how they became best friends, because what's his name? Shows you how interested I am in it right now. Griffin. So Griffin encountered her brother. I want to say her brother's name is Steph. Don't quote me on any of this. I'm only 50 pages in. I'm just trying to give you a summary of what I know so far. But her brother and Griff met. Griffin, they call him Griff. And Griff really took to him because he realized her brother didn't realize he was like a famous quarterback. You catch me. you know what I mean. Okay, cool. So they became best friends, in which I think is cool. I want that to happen to me. Can a famous person come up to me and I'll act like I don't know who you are? Actually, no, that's like deceiving. That's deceiving AF. I'll tell you that I know who you are, but I will still be your best friend. I sound creepy. Okay. I'm gonna go before I say anything more creepier. It's Monday. It's Monday. English is not Englishing for me. BRB. Okay, this is a bit unrealistic. I mean, of course it's unrealistic because it's fiction, but they've only slept together like twice, and he already like told her, I'm in love with you. And I'm like, what? But I definitely have no room to talk because I got married to my husband after 2 months of knowing each other. So take my thoughts with a grain of salt. And the big issue he is resolving, I feel like isn't that big of an issue. If you know, you know. Okay, besties, we officially finished this reading vlog. So to wrap it up, we have A False Start by Elsie Silver. My end rating is a 3.5. Let me tell you, the third act breakup in this was done so beautifully. It really was. Like, it was just so, it was necessary. And I wouldn't even say it was a full-on breakup. You'll just have to read to find out. It was good, but could have been better. But at the same time, this was her first series that she has ever written. And so her writing just got better and better each time. Like her latest series, the Wild series, I'm just gonna say Wild because they all have Wild in the title. 5 stars. 5 stars. But Bestie Jane picked this out. It was so great. And there was one last quote I want to read from the epilogue, and this is from Griffin's point of view. He said, "My girl, my reason, my wildflower forever." And I was just so cute. So 3.5. If you want to read it, I would say read it. If you don't waste your time. That's the end of this reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and thank you, Bestie Jane, for being a part of this and picking out my books. Till next week, besties.